Hello, everyone. My name is 𝗙𝗵𝗂𝘀, and this is Crush It Club episode 64, Free to Givers. So this episode was inspired by a book I'm listening to called A More Beautiful Question. And it talked about how there are organizations which will put together those who are asking great questions and seeking and trying to find great solutions together with people or organizations that can help make those solutions a reality. Unfortunately, from my long, extensive, almost 15 years of work in the product development space, you'll find that some of the organizations, not necessarily the ones cited in this book, because I don't know what they are yet, that what they turn out to be is for-profit companies who want to pay inventors, developers, solution finders, say $10,000 for an idea that is worth millions. And I'm not talking about being greedy about the value of an idea. I'm talking about organizations who, because they couldn't find the solution within their highly paid R&D organization, their own internal resources, scientists, engineers, or whatever, they go out to the general public and they say, we'll give you $10,000 for an idea, and then turn around and turn it into millions of dollars in exchange for that. To me, that's not any kind of social good. That's just greed, as opposed to licensing the product, giving the inventor, the solution finder, their due portion of that if it's a for-profit venture. Now, with exception to a few organizations like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which will not deal with individuals, that response, because they only deal with organizations, what happens is there are companies out there which will set you up with organizations, that is fake organizations, or the paperwork so you can represent yourself as an organization to get access to money like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So that filter of saying organizations only stops people with the least amount of money, not, or basically, basically filters out people with less money and does nothing to access the best ideas, only the ideas of people with money or who already have organizational associations. So it's not the best idea, it's the best idea of people in organizations or those who have money to fake build an organization to then get access. Likewise, Richard Branson's organization, which I've also reached out to, what they do is they say, well, thank you for checking, but we don't do any development. That is, unless you have a ready-made solution, they're not interested in working with you, which I understand. It's just another way to go. Unfortunately, there's some pretty crappy for-profit solutions out there that would then get into that organization because it's ready to go, rather than ideas or solutions that could be superior solutions but can't get access because the person who's putting them forward, say like myself, and I imagine hundreds of thousands or millions of others in the world who are innovators who don't have those resources or that money and don't have any easy access to it. So what I've decided to do today is I've decided to offer my services as a neurocognitive design consultant. I am also a lifelong inventor to organizations or individuals free of charge, as long as the project is specifically and directly a social enterprise to help others lacking a profit component. If it has a profit component, then I expect to be paid, because if they're making a profit, then I should make a profit. But I'm happy to give away my services, my many years of different skills, both in innovation, in product licensing, in neurocognitive consulting, in helping people solve very wicked problems in unique ways, which I've spent my life doing, to individuals or organizations who have who demonstrate that their project is about clear social good. And so long as there is no association with profit, I don't care if it helps their organization build a reputation, but connecting my services for free with any organization or individual who is doing real good for free and without profit, I am happy to offer my services to such individuals on a time-limited basis, because I also have to make a living. That is, you know, I have to pay my rent and buy my food and all those other essentials for life. But the reason I'm doing this is there is no good pathway that I have found that isn't profit interested to connect individuals like myself who care enough to give away their time, give away their skills for a real social or nonprofit enterprise or non-income enterprise. It's hard for such individuals to find organizations who are doing a real social good that don't have some sort of back end or other type of profit motive behind what they're doing. So I'm hoping this will facilitate putting my name out there, not to make anything, to make $0, to offer my services to those who are also doing real social good without an income or profit-making motive behind it. If I judge it to be so, if I judge it to be pure and noble, a real social enterprise, as I would call it, I am happy to offer my services to those individuals or companies to do that social good. But if, and only if, there is no profit or income system associated with it, where obviously the company is making profit. In that case, they would obviously have to pay me. So I would rather not work for them, except of course, on a regular consulting basis, and I am not cheap. But for those, if you know anybody who has a challenging problem, who needs an outside perspective, who wants to look at different solutions, ways to improve their organization, and they're helping not only not-for-profit, but not-for-income organizations. Because if you have a CEO who makes $500,000 a year, and the company shows no profit, but individuals within the company are making massive income, to me, that is not a proper social enterprise. So not-for-profit is abused in very unethical ways. I do not want to work with those kind of individuals. I want to work with somebody who actually believes in social good without secret profit being made, without secret income being made. If you know anybody who fits into these categories, organizations or individuals, connect them with me. I am doing this for nothing but the fact that I want to facilitate connections between two individuals or two entities that want to do real social good, with money being out of the equation. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to do the book review for A More Beautiful Question that inspired this video. My idea for doing this, reaching out for free to organizations that have the right intent and can show me that. Or if not, maybe the next day I will do that book review, depending on how long it takes me to finish listening to it. So that's it for now. As I said, send this link, send my LinkedIn or my other contact information, which you can reach out to me. Especially the best place to do that is on LinkedIn, to connect me with people so we can do some real good without unethical or monetary or greedy motivations behind it. So that's it for Crush It Club episode 62, Free to Givers. My name is Tim B. Green. Bye for now.